So I figured it out. UFOs and the aliens are made from gas, volcanoes, lava. Watch this. Watch the explosion. As you can see, the UFO. Watch this. Boom. That's lava. So it's all figured out. The UFOs and aliens is made from gas. The periodic table, everything on the periodic table is in a human body. When the UFO explodes, here it goes. Look. It looks like lava. So the world is like an amusement park. It's like a gadget. The whole world functions like a gadget. Different movements. See the lava? Different angles. You see how the world functions? You see that? That's amazing. That them things is lava. They're actually lava. You seen the explosion? It's undeniable. It's breaking news. It's gas. %. So think about it. If it's an entity, right? That's not flesh, bones, and blood, organs, or anything. The entity passed the test and the human didn't. Because, like I said, if aliens are real and Eve failed the test, so did Adam. And that's why our bodies become big. That was the curse. The aliens passed. That's why they look like a starved human. A big head and a small body. 72 hours of starvation clears gas, stomach acid, and everything. So if they pass the test in another realm or another dimension, and the world is not like this, like you can actually be a director in the world and implement your own degree into the world, your own angle, your own direction, your own right, your own picture, basically. If you can implement that into the vertex of the world, of the earth, of the sky, of the ground, in the trees, or the elements, then aliens have to be gas. Because when you starve, you get gas. So they became an entity that could live within you. So when you transfer your energy through a mirror, water, metal, or something that's a figment of your imagination, that becomes gas. It's not oxygen nor water. It's not clear either. It's soap. You need water to wash your hands with soap. So everybody that was on a coronavirus, you didn't wear your mask and gloves. You didn't halfway pass the test. You failed it 100% miserably. I'll be the first one to tell you. The gas. Think about it. Water is electricity. Think about a volcano eruption, how it's really underground. And then once it comes out, it makes new terrain, new territory, new land. You understand that? Gases is within animals. Gases is within the viruses. Gases is within foods and people. Gases is within bugs. Now let's talk about lizard man's gas. The Komodo dragon slobbing at the mouth. The deadly foam, the deadly poison, the deadly drool, the saliva, the acid. You see the combustion? You see how the brain shows your characteristics? You have to have the body to match it. Otherwise, you're just a figment of everybody's imagination. You're not real. Or you're a coward. You take this shot when nobody's looking. Equivalent to backdooring a little kid. For everybody that's slow. So that's why I take everything personal. Because I see you gassed. And as you can see, the aliens is gassed. Guess what? Remember those evil alien clowns? The evil clowns they sent to space? It was a reward for the alien brain. So I guess they tried to get him out. Via the government. What more can I say? I just explained it to you, and I just showed it to you. Everything in the periodic table that you learned in chemistry, everything, you have to take chemistry over. And remember who taught you chemistry, right? So everything on the periodic table is in the body. So that means the extraterrestrials, whether they're UFOs or actual entities, they gas, lava, effects like that. They're real too. But the world turns. So as the world turns, the gadget is playing. As the gadget is playing, the other circus, the other amusement, the other rides is going on at the same time. There's other funds. Some machines are malfunctioning. As you can see, there was an explosion. Okay. As you can see, there was an explosion. I'll play it again. All right. As gas and lights. Look at that. See that? Lava. As gas. That's what stars is, right? And rocks. Look at that. Look at that. That's gas. Those are lights. Lava. They have to be. There's no other alternative. There's nothing else. Look. Look. They're going to a volcano. That's its home. You can't chase it. Look, it was trying to get to a volcano. It's out of orbit, right? And now it explodes to what it is. Gas. The volcano. The lava. You see? And the thing that looks metal is also in there because it's molten. Remember, you could put steel with molten. You could put steel with molten. You understand? And it's fast. The actual lava, it's not a fire effect. It's not an electric effect. It's a muddy effect. It's a burn. It's a splash. And it's quick. Just like the UFOs. You know how the fire, it go, and electricity goes, zzz. Snow comes down. It comes down different than rain. Now think about molten and lava. Boom, 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 boom. Just like your belly. The gin is made from fire? I'm making more sense? Or do I have to get mad for you people to grasp what I'm talking about, to understand that I know what I'm talking about? And that's why I feel like pulling people out of the damn YouTube sometimes, because you just don't understand. It's gas. That's what you want to know where they're from. Want to know where they're at. Everybody that's puzzled and everybody that's scared, here it goes, right? I said it. Lava. They're lava. They're gas. They passed the test. Eve could process it, but she can't do it like they can because she ate. They starved. You get it? The consciousness is way different. The invisibility is different. Did she live when she ate? No, she died. Mentally, she died and fed the body. So did Adam. That's why his body is better than hers. Her brain is better. Because she ate first. Okay? Everybody that's confused, everybody that's puzzled, or they can't process it, or they're scared to say it, or they need somebody to say it, I'll be the first one to tell you. And you see Lizard Man, he has a lot of gas for you, especially when he's from a distance, never in person, very giddy, right? Then he's Two-Face, it's Harvey Dent, all over. I remember the old Batman, his name was Harvey Doc. And they had to change it to Harvey Dent. It was a lawsuit and everything because there was an actual Harvey Doc. So they had to change his name to Harvey Dent. It's going down. See that explosion? See that explosion? That explosion is nasty. Nasty. That's how you know they are in the realm that we can't live in. So they can live underwater just like we cannot live underwater. They can live out of the gravity realm, out of the gravity storage, out of the gravity section. They can live out of that. And we can't. The volcanoes around there in the molten area, they can survive, and they're probably processed, created, and procreated there. That stems from underground. Hello. So if you have a volcano and something just automatically just pops up, a reaction. The reaction comes from the UFOs, because the actual UFO is an abundance of gas. It's an abundance of elements. It's an abundance of whatever the earth is requiring. So a long time ago they took it off. We used to be fascinated. You know how you push a domino and then the domino effect happens, and it's like a beautiful domino effect that lasts for 30 damn minutes. They used to have a circulation system like that with like regular toys, like trucks. They pick up a ball and the ball fall down, and another, you know, it falls into a cup, and then something explodes up, and then the ball comes up like Sonic the Hedgehog was going through the thing, and then another truck will come instead of dominoes. At the same time, you got another action going up. You got like a sky flyer going up, and it's about to catch a ball that's about to be exploded up. It's something crazy. Or experiment with a mouse, a hamster. See what I'm saying? So that's the effect that we don't have. That's the effect that Eve took away from us. We cannot survive in those terrains, lands, and territories. We cannot live underwater. We cannot live out of space. We cannot live in the molten volcanoes. So obviously, if we are the opposite of that, right, underground and all, if we are the opposite of that, that's where the entities are from, because we cannot survive it. It's simplicity. It's that plain. And people, I don't know if you're scared to say it, or if you need me to be the spokesman, I'll be a spokesman. It's that obvious. Yeah. We can't live there, they can. It's a whole different type of creation. It's a whole different type of creation. Now, you understand where I'm coming from? So, being that I just taught you that, now that you can understand, so I can let you down easy. You know, I can just make everything that apparent, so everybody can laugh. You can laugh right now, right? But now think about my enjoyment after I just showed you something. You're not getting paid to show us on the news UFOs exploding, joints popping out the sky looking like a whale and a shark put together, a fingerprint pulsating in the air. Then another one looking like a bird, a steel bird. Even if that shit was made by China and it was just some propaganda, I still love it. You heard? Unfortunately for you, I know it's real. Because it's a malfunction. It's supposed to happen when the human eye is not supposed to see it. You're supposed to only hear it. It's like trumpets blowing. You play the flute, the cobra come out. We already know the Naga Indians, the Nagaland Indians was the first people with these things called dreadlocks. Way before Jamaica was Jamaica. And way before the white Celtic Druid warriors. That's who they got it from. They got it from the Nagaland Indians. Before they dreaded their head. Because believe it or not, the Celtic Druids had dreadlocks before the Jamaican people did. But they got it from the Nagaland Indians. Stages elements that you cannot withstand. You can't withstand electricity too much either. Ask Ted Bundy. They tried to pin him for 136 white women being raped and murdered. Jeffrey Dahmer, on the other hand, he just got life for being a cannibal and being part of the community. Where's the equality? Do I look sexy in this? I know I do. I just got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just proving my point. Message on the back is flavor. What more is there to talk about? Now, if the malfunctioning is happening on the earth because the entities that live in the earth did not obey the literature that they learn, as us Americans, people in general do. So now, people want to say, well, prove that we just human, we could make mistakes and everything we was taught was just not supposed to happen. Prove that it's not messing up nature. It's called a UFO sighting. You are malfunctioning the earth. The processes of the gases, the noble gases, the essence of the earth. You're messing it up. You're confusing it. You're putting it in a different time in a different community. That's where it comes from. So be scared. And I'll never be scared. I'm already being heard because people already feel me. I'm not coming up off no Max Kellerman. I did the dirty work myself. I lived targeted by him. And I did my best. And I'm doing my best. And I'm going to still do my best. And I'm going to finish better than everybody. You hear that? I'm going to finish better than all y'all. There's nothing you can do. Right? Gotta get your money up for war. And then there's a warlord. I'm ready for it. The malfunction already happened. The kids is already accepting it. I'd be a grimy person if I start being a magician myself, right? I'm just saying. I'd be dumb grimy if I start doing that. But let's get to the cyber scene. Are we already playing it? That's the bigger question. Is that part of the malfunction also? You people talking to yourselves, having make pretend partners and make pretend friendships with people, having make pretend sex with people too. Lying. Let's talk about the little lying ass girls. Because that's who's messing up the earth. Boys will be boys. Ain't that right? Let's talk about the dumb girls. Because the smart girls don't make that mistake. The dumb girls is always the ones that lose the fight. Guaranteed. So don't feel bad. When Shorty loses the fight, she lost because she was wrong in life. When homie loses a fight, he was mistreated, body shamed, and sexually harassed. So for everybody else I had to whip for sleeping on me, you're forgiven. If you want it again, you can get it again. And for everybody that thought I was scared or I ducked you, or whatever, since you're watching my shit, you can still catch it. We're still alive. Back to Lizard Man. The saliva, this shit is out the left side of his mouth. It's disgusting. I can't stand nothing about him. I care nothing about him. Care nothing about him. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't care about his health, his hairline. I don't care about nothing. It could be funny, but take a look at me. How would I really want to go out? What would I really want to ask the cyber Satan? What's really the color of psychosis? For everybody that's fronting out here. You know? For all you halfway people that's all creatined up. Yeah, fuck that bit. For all you people that's all creatined and you're nice and testosterone up. There's people walking the earth that want to go to outer space just to shoot them big whale-looking shits out of orbit. What you think I want to do to you? Even if I ain't got no harpoon gun or no space gun. I ain't even had one ever in my life. I never had one of them space cadet guns that I'd kill for and didn't make a salary. All I gotta do is bring an alien brain. Knife game is flavor. That's just a different story. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I work for USPS, UPS. I do my own stuff. I got my own line. I package and deliver. Sealed and stamped. Right? Left on the front, back, porch, whatever. You know? You just got to put it together. And things is out of orbit. It's a wrap. The brain is messed up. Things are dying. They're alive. They're moving. Duh. You feel the wind, but you can't see it. Take my shit. I'm gonna step to you. The real effects. What if you could activate it and then control it like I think Putin is? I think that's what Putin is trying to do. The blue beam is just a mirage. Like in the cartoons and in the shows. On Comedy Central. On the Cartoon Network. Back on channel 2, 4, 11, and 9. And the other joints. That was flavor. The beam was just the mirage. It had effects. You could hear it. It was like in Spider-Man. That was it. The Cyber Satan was the actual attack. The next breed of technology. It comes from an EMP. It saves us. It's the Antichrist. The EMP from hell. It's a blockbuster event. Take a look. I love you. I'm prepping you for this. Spin my shit. So after EMP, you can't drive your car. Can't play your cell phone. Just go get some air for a couple of hours. Days, years, maybe. You know what I'm saying? That water with the nice chilled ice effect, you won't have it. You gotta drink it warm, room temperature, hot. It'll cool that burning shit that I want you to feel, that acid, that heating sensation, like the electricity. The gas, maybe with the aliens, is probably living in some of y'all. It'll cool it. Cool compressions to the belly. You have muscles, right? And then you have a stomach. You know, it's not god-awful, oh, it's a stomach, you know what I'm saying? It's intestines, it's organs, they function with your own saliva. It's all good. Your own juices, you put extra water in there. Sometimes the alkaline water is not good. You get the extra bubble effect for not doing the proper cardio so you can breathe and push through. Run your gas, the extra belly, that stuff that's in there, you got to run it back in traction. It's only supposed to be in the belly to feed off what you feed the belly. So if you feed the belly water, 8 glasses, maybe a gallon, you get the storage of the water, instead of eating something. Getting the protein and having a weak-ass body that looks good in, I guess clothes, I'm a sexy bitch myself, though. You heard? Beautiful, intelligent, tenacious, caring, hard-woman person. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all like my sense of humor? Yeah. So, I honestly think that it's coming. I think everybody deserves it. I'm not going to sit up here. I never met nobody from, Russia that's part of the government. I never had no chats and nothing with nothing. My assumptions, my hyperboles, all my assumptions, my exaggerations, is innocent because I was taught it. Put it together as truth. I seen video footage that's no longer existing anymore. Not even a VPN. Not even a VPN can bring it back. I was one of those people that was high on technology. I had an AOL Blueberry, not a Blackberry. A Blueberry to chat. It was a burnout, no bill. I had burnout Nextels. I was on that type of wave. You understand? I was getting into the good stuff of that. So when I was on the internet a long time ago, I was infatuated with like weapons. I was infatuated with like the unknown extraterrestrial. Because I used to have phobias. I used to have shark phobias. I used to be scared of unicorns and shit like that. Because it was like, it would literally put me in the hallway of the youth bureau in White Plains, New York, next to the boxing ring, next to the water fountain, and next to the bathroom, and it's just me and Max Kellerman. And I'm about, I'm 3 foot, not even 3 foot. Not even 3 foot, not even 4 foot. And he's at a full grown capacity, about 5'11", 6'1". Just staring a hole through me. Meanwhile, my cousin that's 6 years older than me, he got beef with a whole other neighborhood. And it's just me and him. And the cops letting us fight. You understand that? That's what you have to put together. Because everything wasn't all together. That's why some people think it's not just the outer world experience. Somebody thinks that this is a planned, organized way to get their money back from a country that's lived in blasphemy, vile, nasty environment with no respect, no rules, and pure anarchy. So if a HARP effect is actual electricity and bolts just sparked out, that's separate. That's a separate effect. That's a side effect. You get it? MK Ultra Cloud. this is something that you're not ready for. So we got the blue beam that plays the mirage. So what about 1 o'clock in the morning? I got my MK Ultra storage and my blue beam. I pop one of the cartridges in, and then you hear something that's equivalent to supposed to be in the movie theater with your kids. It's supposed to scare them, make them go to sleep, or make them go wow, or thrill them and they have them talk about it. You can just now play that 2 o'clock in the morning, an asshole. I brought it for $200. I'm about to wake the whole block up. That's why it's not legal over here yet. I got my MK Ultra. I'm about to play. I got a blue. Yeah, it's a blue beam. Think about it. The blue beam was just a project. It was just like a projectile, like not necessarily a gun, but like a projector. It was just a projector. That's all it was. And the storage was like basically different things you could see. So if one storage card, I can make a lion come up out of nowhere. It's like a mirage. That's what it is. It's a blue beam. You sit it here, you play it, and something comes out. And you see the mirage. It's like when the rappers had the holograms. That's what it is. So now, do you want to legalize that in the United States of America? Because you do. If 2 o'clock in the morning, everybody's sleeping in another country, I come play something that could make your head go boom. That loud, what's the firework? The M80 effect? Think about that. The M80 effect, but in a phone, a device, an iPad, iPhone, a Windows phone type thing. Would you legalize that in America? Right now, it's quiet. I done went outside, walked around. It's quiet. People was asleep. If I had a chance right now, while everybody's asleep, to play a device that could spark everybody's car alarm, and it's about 300 cars over there, and I can spark all your car alarms and everything. Right now, would I do it?